Hi, this is Brian with ActiveMelody.com. In this week's micro lesson, we're going to be taking a look at muting with the left hand and how you use that technique along with the strumming with the right hand to create interesting rhythms. I know a lot of you struggle with this. I've got a lot of emails and read comments recently. For some reason, that seems to be out there, that there's this disconnect with a lot of you when it comes to playing rhythms and using that muting technique. And so I've been trying to think of a clever way to introduce it, and I've got an exercise which I think will really help with muting with the left hand and how you think about it from a rhythm standpoint. And so we're going to learn that exercise, and we're also going to learn a very simple little composition that you can play with it. In fact, let me play through that composition so you can see where we're going with this. And if you're a premium member, you can access the tab for this. You just go to activemelody.com/micro and do a search for ML041. That's the lesson number for this. But let's go ahead and break it down. Here's what we're going to learn. Just a 1-4-5 progression played with this, and you could hang out on any of those longer if you wanted to, or you could play it faster or slower. But that's the premise, is to get this rhythm thing going. Now, here's how we're going to do the exercise. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to make an A7 chord, bar chord. It's an easy chord. If you don't know how to make a bar chord yet, you can do this one. It's just the bar and then 2 fingers. So we're barring here on the 5th fret, and then middle finger goes down on the 6th fret, 3rd string, ring finger goes down on the 7th fret, 5th string. And that note is what makes it the A7. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to count out, we're going to do strums with the right hand. It's just down, up, down, up. It starts with a down, and we're going to do 8 of them in each measure. So we'll count it out like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice I'm muting, by the way. I'm not pushing down. I've got my fingers in place, but I'm not putting pressure down on the neck yet. So we're just going to get that rhythm going with the right hand first, with the left hand in position and ready. So that's what it should sound like. So now we're going to play when I count 1 by putting pressure here with the left hand. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. So you're just playing on the 1. Now let's do on the 1 and 2. Here we go. 1, 2. Notice that's a down and an up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. The one thing that happens that's a constant throughout is the right hand stays in motion. It never breaks. It's just down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's true of any good rhythm. Once you get a rhythm going, whether you're playing country or funk or whatever, you've always got that hand in motion. You don't break it when you're playing a rhythm. That's what will throw you. And it's easy once you get it going. So let's do 1, 2. Now let's do 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So it's down, up, down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's the exercise. We just keep going through the numbers. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can see where that goes. So you go all the way up until you're playing all 8. And it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. So at some point, there's no breaks in it. But it's creating those little pockets of a muted strum mixed in with the other strums that create the rhythm. It's a lot like the way that a sequencer works. If you've ever done any kind of digital recording and worked with a sequencer, you see all the little beats and you select where you want the pulses to happen. And this is the same technique. All the beats are your right hand being in motion. So that's the exercise. So practice that. You might want to set a metronome and just kind of work with it and start working out different places to play the notes or to strum the chord. That's what creates the rhythm. And so that's what we're going to learn now. Now that we've gone through the exercise, let's learn a little composition that we can play. So the only difference in this is going to be we're going to skip the 2. So we're going to play the 1. We're going to do downstroke on the 1. I always start with a downstroke. 1, skipping the 2, and then we're going to play a muted 3 and 4. So it goes. And then we're going to play on the 5 and 6. We're going to play a chord like this. 5, 6. So let's back up from the beginning. We have 1, 5, 6, and then we're going to do a muted 7, 8. And that's it. So it's 1. So we're really only strumming the chord on the 1 and the 5 and the 6. Everything else is just muted strums, and then you're skipping that 2. So you'll get the reason that you skip the 2, as you hear me play through it. Let me do it slowly. So you'd count it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice you're skipping that 2. And that's the whole rhythm. Once you have that down, you can just play different chords over that. So you can play. Start to work in whatever kind of chord arrangement that you want. I was playing in the beginning, I was just playing all 7th chords. We're playing 1, 4, 5. I was playing an A7, a D7, back to the A7, and then an E7. And again, this is all in the tablature along with the strum notations all marked out for you if you need to download that and access it. But that's what it is. That's the strumming technique with the left hand. And once you get that down, you can start playing it faster and you can start introducing other patterns to that rhythm.